All right, guys, with all this social distancing going on, now is the perfect time to lock yourself inside and work on your shred chops. But to do that, you need a guitar where you can really go. And you need a guitar that's really shred friendly. And in today's video, I've got just the thing. Okay guys, so you know that I love the Wolf guitars. I actually have several of them right behind me here on the wall. I've got my WLP and a couple more back there. And those models are fantastic traditional style models. But lately, with all the chaos going on in the world, I really wanted to, just kind of hunker down and work on my shred chops. And so I wanted a guitar that's really going to be perfect for that. Something, let's see, something with 24 frets, of course. And it should be kind of a super strat shape. Of course, Floyd Rose style trim, maybe even a neck through. Well, my latest acquisition from Wolf Guitars is just the thing for that. Check this out. Now, this is technically called the S1 from Wolf Guitars, but I like to think of it as a wood sandwich. Now, I know that sounds delicious, but let me tell you why I call it that. If you look at the construction of this guitar, and you look at the variety of woods used in this guitar, that term starts to really make sense. Now, first of all, like I mentioned on my shred guitar checklist, it's got 24 frets, which I always love on a shred guitar. Now, it's on a rosewood fretboard. If we look at the neck here, this is a multi-piece maple and walnut neck. And as you can see, it's neck through construction, and they've just put a natural finish on it, so you can still see all the individual pieces of wood in here, which I love. But now the other really cool thing that's going on here is that the body, the inside of the body is ash, but then it's got a really nice maple top on here. And something that's really key here, this is not a veneer. This is a really thick, I measured this, this is a 1/4 inch top here, solid maple on top of this guitar. But now here's the real kicker. If we flip this thing over, look at the back. This is one of these rare guitars where the back of the guitar looks as beautiful as the front. And it looks that way because they have a maple back on this guitar as well. So it's a maple top and a maple back, and it's solid maple on both pieces. So in terms of woods, you've got the rosewood fretboard, but then the rest of the guitar is maple, ash, and walnut, hence the wood sandwich term. It's sort of the bacon, lettuce, tomato of guitars. Now, aside from the woods used, the rest of the guitar is pretty awesome as well. We've got a 5-way selector switch down here, single volume, single tone, Floyd Rose Special bridge on this guitar. We've got a classic humbucker single arrangement, really versatile in terms of the tones you can get, and you even have a set of Grover tuners up here. Now, the entire guitar has a satin finish on it, so not only does that help your speed in terms of your moving your hand up and down on the back of the neck, because sometimes a gloss finish can slow you down, but I think it just gives the entire guitar a really beautiful, really high-class look to it. Okay, so I'll go over a few more key points of this guitar in a second here, but I know we want to go ahead and get to the playing clips so you can listen to how it sounds. Now, real quick, guys, as always, if you guys enjoy videos like this and you enjoy checking out new affordable guitar gear and you have not already subscribed, please consider subscribing right now. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and plug in this guitar and we'll listen to how it sounds. And I'm gonna, even though this is a shred guitar, I'm gonna go ahead and give you a variety of tones, clean tones, high gain stuff, and all kinds of things. So let's go ahead and check it out. Okay guys, now let's talk about the price of this guitar. So you're getting all of this beautiful construction and amazing playability. I mean, this thing plays so smooth, really comfortable neck, all this stuff. This guitar goes for $529. Now, I believe you can get free shipping with it if you're in the continental US. As always, I'll put links down in the video description below. But a couple things I want to point out with that $529 price point. I recently reviewed the Fender Hm Strat. Now the Fender Hm Strat, it has the same number of frets, 24 frets. It's a bolt-on neck, not a neck through. It's got the exact same bridge and the same pickup arrangement and, you know, control layout and that kind of stuff. That guitar was like $1,200, $1,300. This one's less than half, and you're essentially getting the same features plus the neck through construction. Also, along those same lines, this neck here, this multi-piece walnut and maple neck and the neck through. I used to have a guitar, an Edwards guitar. This is like a Japanese domestic market brand that's made by ESP, and it had a very similar neck. It was the same, you know, neck through construction, multi-piece, satin finish, even the same profile, because this is a nice full feeling neck. It's not too thin. That Edwards guitar had almost an identical neck, only it had a few, it had some extended frets on it, which was cool. But again, that guitar is like triple what this one cost here. The Edwards guitar I had several years ago. I had to sell it at one point. I was always kind of bummed out because I really liked the feel of the neck. This one has that exact same feel, so I'm really glad I can have this back now. Something else that's really cool about this guitar is the sustain on the high notes is uniquely good on this guitar. Now, I think that actually has more to do with the setup that All-in-One Guitars does when they ship these Wolf guitars, because they do a really good, really detailed setup. It's the kind of thing where if you had to pay for it separately, it would cost you a lot of money. But that's kind of one of their specialties there, is they do these really great setups on the guitars before they ship them out. So that's just included in the cost of the guitar. And that setup, combined, of course, with the fact that it's neck through construction, on these high notes, it gives it this just wonderful singing sustain. Okay, now the other thing that I need to tell you about, which is really important with this guitar, is, like I said, this is the Wolf S1 model. Now they have two different versions of this model, and the difference is just in the top, like the top and the back, and also the pickup configuration, because they have another version of this guitar. Instead of the maple top and back, it has a walnut top and back. And that guitar also has a humbucker single humbucker as opposed to the humbucker single that this guitar has. Everything else is the same. The same number of frets, neck material, all of that stuff is the same, and it's a neck through model. Also has the same satin finish, which is really cool. But if you like the look of like the darker wood, the walnut, that's definitely an option that you can check out as well. So I'll put links for both of those guitars down in the video description below. But honestly, like a lot of people, I'm pretty much stuck inside for a while. And, now's the time to really woodshed. Now's the time to really work on our chops when we're stuck at home. So this guitar is going to help me do it. Also, guys, along with the links for the guitar, I'm going to put some links in the video description for my new online guitar courses. Now, what this is basically, before I had these instructional materials, instructional videos and tabs and so forth that were downloads. Now, some people were having trouble with the downloads because they'd be trying to look at stuff on their phone. Sometimes that doesn't work very well. So what I've done now is I've moved all that stuff to an online course format. So now you make an account and you log in and you can access all that stuff online, and you never have to download anything. So there will be links for that down below as well. Now guys, as always, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already. Stay safe and keep shredding. See you soon.